Fredericksburg, the heart and soul of the Texas Hill Country, a relatively small town with a friendly feel, overflowing with a surprising number of things to see and do. So much, in fact, that we probably have more fun than you have vacation. But not to worry, if you can't get it all in one visit, and trust us, you can't, you always have an open invitation to come again. And by then, we'll have even more fun things for you to do. Things weren't always this great. In fact, Fredericksburg is the great Texas Hill Country town that almost never was. Back in the early 1840s, promising reports of opportunity in the new Republic of Texas and political and social unrest in their own country spurred Germans to cross the ocean and seek a new life. Conditions were extremely tough, and the land designated for the settlement was right in the middle of hostile Comanche Indian territory. But the settlers were determined and persevered. Ultimately, some timely assistance from John O. Moisebach helped tip the scales in the Germans' favor. Moisebach brought additional funding and founded Fredericksburg on May 8, 1846. Next, he made a treaty with the Comanches, which most historians believe is the only unbroken treaty between Native Americans and settlers. And in 1848, the establishment of Fort Martin Scott brought more security and economic relief to the area. Finally, Fredericksburg was on its way. Today, many of the descendants from these pioneers still make Fredericksburg their home, and our old country roots go far beyond our German food and music. Obviously, our pioneer heritage still has a strong presence today. You can see it in the many buildings that have been preserved or reconstructed from the pioneer days, such as the Kirche, the first community building constructed in Fredericksburg. It was used as a meeting hall, church, and school, and today it serves as the city's most iconic structure. You'll also see part of Fredericksburg history in our Sunday houses, smaller townhomes built by farmers so they could leave their farm homesteads and come into Fredericksburg to conduct business on Saturdays and attend church on Sundays. There are many structures that date back over 130 years and a number of historical country schoolhouses sprinkled throughout Gillespie County. You can also get a fascinating glimpse into our past at our Pioneer Museum on West Main Street and at the Sauer Beckman Living History Farm near Stonewall. No visit to Fredericksburg would be complete without spending some time in the National Museum of the Pacific War, which includes the Admiral Nimitz Museum, named after Chester W. Nimitz, the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet during World War II, who was born in Fredericksburg. It's like taking a trip back in time, a stunning reminder of the sacrifices made during the war, with interactive exhibits and Pacific combat living history reenactments several times a year. If you're really into the outdoors, we have a wealth of opportunities for you to get closer to Mother Nature. Every spring, our hill country is covered with a blanket of wildflowers, and year-round, you can visit Wild Seed Farms, the nation's largest working wildflower farm. During peach season, our orchards are bursting with some of the sweetest, juiciest peaches you'll ever taste. One of the top attractions around is Enchanted Rock State Natural Area, offering stunning 360-degree views and a variety of activities, including camping, hiking, birding, and climbing experiences that will challenge all skill levels. Like to golf? We have 36 challenging holes covered with some of the hill country's prettiest clusters of live oaks. And virtually year-round, you can enjoy scenic country roads for bicycling, many leading right into state and national parks with shaded picnic areas and picturesque tree-lined rivers. At nearby Lyndon B Johnson National and State Historical Parks, you'll be able to get a fascinating glimpse into the personal life of our nation's 36th president, Lyndon B Johnson. You can see his birthplace, the one-room school that he attended as a child, as well as the ranch that he loved so much, with the famous Texas White House. That was the family home he later used to entertain both friends and international heads of state. There's also a display of his 50s and 60s era personal cars, as well as the Jetstar plane that flew LBJ in and out of the ranch, sometimes referred to as Air Force 1/2. Besides our authentic German cuisine, Fredericksburg offers an eclectic dining experience. Everything from smoky barbecue, tender, juicy steaks, and Tex-Mex food, to more adventurous menus featuring seafood, quail, and duck. And then there's Texas wine country, with dozens of vineyards and wineries in Fredericksburg and the surrounding hill country. You'll find a wide selection of award-winning varietals, including Merlot, Tempranillo, Cabernet Sauvignon, Viognier, and more. How about a cold one? Fredericksburg is home to some tasty craft brews, including the oldest brew pub in Texas, and a stunning brewery crafting old world-style beer. You won't have to go far here to find German polka music, but then you won't have to go far to find a lot of different styles of music either. In fact, Fredericksburg is becoming known for its live entertainment scene. Blues, rock and roll, jazz, classical, big band, even live theater productions, and of course, Texas music. So pick your favorite and boogie down. If shopping is your passion, then Fredericksburg will be love at first sight. With over 150 shops and boutiques at your disposal, you'll find handmade jewelry, women's fashion, home decor, antiques, western wear, even gourmet food and award-winning wine from our local wineries. And to help you recover from a full day of power shopping, you have your pick from several spas that are well skilled in the fine arts of pampering and rejuvenation. Good hunting! As you explore, you'll notice that we have a thriving art community here. You'll see works from local, regional, and national artists in oil, watercolor, bronze, glass, and other media. In fact, the entire Hill Country region is quite an artist haven. Just about everybody knows about Oktoberfest, but in Fredericksburg, no matter what time of the year it is, you're bound to run into some sort of jamboree, wine event, chili cook-off, music festival, art show, and just about any other way you can imagine to kick back and have fun. And for sure, you want to visit us during the holiday season, because Christmas time in Fredericksburg is really something special. The whole town is decked out in its holiday finest. Live entertainment, shops filled with treasures, lots of great food, and even an ice skating rink. Since we have so much to see and do here, you might want to stay a while. That's why you'll find an abundance of vacation rentals, charming bed and breakfasts, guest houses, and inns, plus a great selection of motels and national hotel brands. And if you brought your own accommodations, well, we can accommodate that too. About that funny word you just saw on the window, Gemütlichkeit. It doesn't translate directly from German to English, but what it means roughly is a state of relaxation, happiness, and well-being. But it's not something you see, it's something you feel. So willkommen to Fredericksburg.